Yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is September the 9th, which means tomorrow's the 10th, Sunday. Happy week 1, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm super excited, super hyped for tomorrow. I have some very bad news before I get into the video, though, man. I got a new GM at my workplace. Shout out to Cracker Bro, man. I've been rocking with them for a minute, but I got a new GM, and I'm real big on first impressions. I'm real big on, trying to, maximize my value. You know what I'm saying? So my GM came to me. He was like, I really need you tomorrow. I was like, but bruh, NFL week 1. Do you not know? Like, it's week 1, man. I've been telling, like, my workplace knows that Sundays during football season, you can't contact me. I'm not gonna do it. It's one thing I won't do. I will not sell my soul for the workplace, man, because I love football that much, man. I'm that invested into DFS. I was like, how am I gonna make my lineups, bro? But I end up making a deal with the devil. He gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. So I'm gonna end up working tomorrow early in the morning, man. I get off at 1 o'clock. Look, we finna get into some real talk, man. For those of you who don't know me, I am DFS Mastermind. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I'm super hype, y'all. I got the Christmas jitters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm super confident in my lineups, and I'm ready to cash out. I'm ready to get to the green line, man. But besides all that, my inner confidence, I want to really help people if I can. I want to put out some of the best information I can to help people get to the green line. If I had to call it myself, I would say I'm a little bit above average when it comes to DFS. But I want you to know, with me saying that, I put in a lot of time, I put in a lot of grind to know stuff about sports that a lot of people wouldn't do, man. The average fan is not gonna know the Vegas totals on the night. The average fan is not gonna know a player's defensive rating. Average player is not gonna know last year's stats. An average player is not gonna know the type of system a team likes to run. You know what I'm saying? So I work myself. I put myself in position to be above average. You know what I'm saying? And my mindset, the way I think about DFS, I really try to look at it like a business, because I've had some very profitable nights, man. And if I can make these nights come about, a little bit more often, I would be able to, like, leave my job. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's that real. And I know that there's people that do this professionally, and that's what I strive for, man. So that's where I'm coming with. That's the mindset that I come every video I make. I want to, do the best I can to help people cash out and get to that green line, man. So I want you to know I'm very serious about this. So when I say I'm above average, it's not me tooting my own horn, but I know a lot of people that play DFS. A lot of people who try to make good lineups, and the things that they look for, in my opinion, are not the right things, man. They're looking at it as an average fan and not a DFS professional way. You know what I'm saying? So what I want to do in this video, and every Saturday, this is going to be called Before Lock, NFL DFS. Before Lock. That's what it's going to be called, man. That's going to be the title in this video. And what I want to do in this video is go over the totals in the game, where they open and where they are now, and let you know my thoughts from that game and how can we apply this to DFS. I'm gonna come out with my weekly picks earlier in the week, maybe Wednesdays, Thursdays type deal, and let you know who I'm rocking with. And then every single Saturday, I will have this video before lock NFL DFS, and that's what I'm gonna be doing, man. I'm gonna be going through the Vegas totals, and I'm gonna let you know what I feel about it, man. What I think about it, because you know, besides all the number stats, besides looking at players' names, knowing their individual stats, Vegas is one of the biggest indicators on what we should be looking for DFS, man, and for fantasy in general. Vegas is the biggest source, man. They can stand to lose so much money. So one thing you know Vegas is gonna do, they're gonna be on point every week, every game, every day. They're gonna be on point, man. So we need to take them as a serious DFS source, man. And I just kind of want to help you read between the lines, if you will. That could be a good name. That could be a good name for this video. Reading, but I'll think about it. We'll see. Reading between the lines before lock. Oh, turn up. Hey, that's hard. That might be the name. But anyways, man. So I gave you my picks, man. I gave you my top plays, and I just want to go through that, look at the team totals, and break it down. This is going to be kind of quick, man, so kind of like keep your ears open. You know, if you have to rewind, feel free to do so, man, but I'm going to run through it and let you know what I'm thinking. This is just my perspective. I'm not saying it's right, but this is the kind of things that I do, because I started doing this here recently in baseball, man, and it completely changed my baseball season. I had plenty of big wins. I posted one. I won like $400, but that wasn't even my biggest win. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had some really nice success from MLB. This past, like this current MLB season, I've had a lot of success from doing this, man. Like whenever I see a team's implied run total shoot up, they will automatically be on my target. Whenever I seen a line decrease for a team, I would keep that picture in my head. Now, I'm not saying this is the end all be all, but it is one huge indicator of something we want to follow. And this stuff, Vegas holds weight, man. So check it out. Starting off game number 1, man, Buffalo and the Jets. This game opened up at 42, and Buffalo is favored by 6.5. Fast forward to today, this game is at a 39.5, 40, and Buffalo is favored by 8.5 or 9, depending on which source you want to look at. So what this tells me from reading those numbers is that, well, I said in my last video, the Jets suck. They're probably going to win like 2 games this year, and it's not going to be this one. Once you get into the totals where a team is favored by, I'll say more than 7 points, more than a touchdown, it's getting crucial, man. Like that means it's probably not going to be a close game. So Buffalo is going to blow these boys out, in my opinion. I think their defense is going to dominate, and I want to raise Buffalo's defense on my radar because maybe the Jets are even worse than what I thought. But besides that, it's going to be a lot of running the ball. It's going to be a lot of Jets defense out on the field, and I'm not a believer in the Jets defense. So that's my thoughts from that game. Moving on to the next one, Atlanta versus Chicago. This game opened up at a 51, and Atlanta's favored by 6. Fast forward to today, it's at a 48, and Atlanta's still favored by 6. So what that tells me, Atlanta's going to win the game. But we may want to, downgrade some of our Atlanta exposure. If we had, I'm talking about a tremendous amount of Matt Ryan and Julio and Devontae, we may want to, turn that down a notch, man. Maybe look for, because we're looking for maximum upside, man. We want to look for teams that are shooting up, not teams that are going down. And I know it's two teams, man, but the total is a huge indicator on what to expect. So that's my thoughts from that game. Next game, Jacksonville versus Houston. This game opened up at a 42. Houston's favored by 4.5, and we're still praying for y'all in Houston. I hope y'all have a speedy recovery. But fast forward to today, this game is at a 39.5, and Houston is favored by 5.5. What that tells me, Houston is a huge favorite, and their defense. I recommended Houston's defense in my last video. I still feel the same way. Houston will win this game. Defense will be a big part of it. Blake Bortles, he's going to struggle, man. Leonard Fournette, he's going to struggle in my opinion. So I'm not playing Jacksonville. I'm Xing them out. This is one of the lowest totals on the slate. No, it is the lowest. So offensive players, I'm not really intrigued with. Lamar Miller will be getting the ball. It'll be a low-scoring game, which means a lot of running the ball. So that's my takeaways from that game. Philly and Washington, this game opened up at a 48. And Washington was favored by 2. Fast forward to today, it's at a 47, and Philly is favored by 1. So what that tells me, this is going to, like, Vegas might end up calling this one a pick'em, which means both of the teams are evenly matched. They don't know who to pick, man. So this is going to be a shootout. This is a game you can target both sides, man. No defense is going to dominate. No offense is going to dominate. It's going to be a real close game. When I see pick'ems, that means I like to pick some of my players from that. Pick wisely, get people you feel good about, and just try to make the right reads on that. Next game is Arizona and Detroit. Now, y'all know Palmer was one of my favorite quarterbacks to start the week off. This game opened up at a 49.5. It is now at a 48.5. Which is not a huge drop-off. Arizona is still favored by 2. What I take away from this game, I think we still have some usable pieces. I don't think we completely abandon the ship. I don't think we jump off board. I think it's still a good game. Really solid. I do love Arizona's offense, man, because I think Houston's defense is a little bit trashy. So that's where I'm looking at that one. Next game is Oakland and Tennessee. Both of my teams, man, I love both of these squads. And this game opened up at a 43. Everybody and their mama was on this game. But now this game is at a 50.5 total. And Tennessee is still favored by 2, which means with the game over, when you get games to 50, you can definitely pick whoever you want, man. 50 totals is like the threshold. Once you see that, you want to target that because there's going to be plenty of fantasy options. When I see that, I'm intrigued, man. I'm looking to pick players from both sides of the ball. Maybe not as high as I was because some people might want to do the all-out. I'm not doing an all-out game stack. But, don't shy away from this game. Just because the total is so high, you want to feel good and feel secure about Mariota, Carr, Murray, Lynch, Matthews, Crabtree. There's plenty of options, man. So I would get a piece of this one. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to come with a part 2. So stay tuned.